Hello, my name is Alex Frankton, and I am a meteorologist here at the Mount Washington Observatory. I'm coming to you live from the summit of Mount Washington to talk about this weekend's Higher Summits weather outlook. Before we get started with that, though, I wanted to take a moment to mention Seek the Peak. So, Seek the Peak is our largest annual fundraiser. All the proceeds that come from this fundraiser go to support the nonprofit Mount Washington Observatory. So, these things go towards our services like our free Higher Summits forecast, like we're about to get into today, and also supplying or helping us to continue our mission up here on the summit of continuing to advance the understanding of Earth's weather and climate through weather observations, weather forecasts, educational programs, and research and product testing. So you can register for this event at seekthepeak.org. Your registration includes a free weather station tour here at the summit on Seek the Peak Day and admission into our Operates Hike Expo. You don't have to hike any trails that lead to Mount Washington as part of your Seek the Peak hike. You can hike any local trail where you are or where you're located, or you can come visit us here in Mount Washington to join Seek the Peak. So we are doing pretty well as we're moving towards our goal, but we still do have a ways to go. We're about 41% towards our goal, and we appreciate anyone who has donated already. Our Operates Hike Expo, Seek the Peak, is on July 20th, so that's right around the corner. If you want to register, just visit seekthepeak.org, or if you just want to donate, you can click that donate button here at seekthepeak.org. So let's look at our current summit conditions right now before we get into the forecast. What you're looking at behind me is our current summit conditions page. You can find us on our website if you're ever curious about what the weather's like on Mount Washington. So right now, our winds are about 9 miles per hour, so a pretty calm day up here on Mount Washington with winds only at about 9 miles per hour. But if we look at our 24-hour data, we see that we had a peak gust yesterday in the past 24 hours of 67 miles per hour, so definitely a lot stronger. Yesterday's peak gust was actually 91 miles per hour as part of a thunderstorm that we had yesterday on the summit. Temperatures right now are at about 50 degrees, so it's cooled down quite a bit over the past few days, since we did reach about 70 degrees up here on the summit. So definitely cooling down a good bit up here at the higher terrain. Over the previous 24 hours, we recorded about 0.87 inches of rain, much of that coming from that thunderstorm that we had yesterday. And our visibility right now is about 40 miles, so the fog has cleared up a little bit, although I think it's rolled back in since I last went out for the last observation. Here is our deck cam, so this is what it looks like outside right now. Again, you can find this on our website if you're ever curious about what it looks like on the summit of Mount Washington. But obviously, our visibility has gone down quite a bit since that last observation that I took about an hour ago. So now let's talk about our Higher Summits forecast this weekend. It's definitely going to be an exciting one weather-wise here in New England. So let's take a look at this surface map that I have behind me. This is good to get a general idea of what's going on here at the surface in terms of weather systems. So we obviously have this stationary frontal boundary kind of draped across New England and towards the Great Lakes. So what that means for us on Saturday is that it's going to be a little bit unstable, a little bit unsettled across New England. That chance for showers and thunderstorms is going to continue to be throughout the region tonight, tomorrow, while the stationary frontal boundary is kind of nearby. Now, when we look at Sunday, things look a little bit different. We have a bit of a low pressure system that has developed. It moved across from the Great Lakes towards New England here. So we have a warm front that's going to move through New England here on Sunday. So good news for us, it's not going to get as warm as it was at the end of this week, the past several days here in New England, but it is going to warm up a little bit more than what we're expecting this weekend. So we have this low pressure system moving through and this warm front moving through. So that's what that's going to do, is create an even higher chance for showers and thunderstorms here for us on Sunday. And there's even a pretty big severe threat for us in New England on Sunday. So I'm just going to pull up our future radar here. I'm going to go ahead and full screen for this. Let's see. And this is our future, what our future radar looks like here. So Saturday, definitely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Moving into Sunday, we see even more showers and thunderstorms kind of taking over the region. So not really a huge break across the entire weekend in terms of precipitation and the thunderstorm threat. We do have high CAPE values, high convective available potential energy values for Sunday. We have strong wind shear, which is good for encouraging thunderstorm rotation. So our severe weather threats are really going to be strong winds, hail, and even the potential chance for some tornadoes here in New England on Sunday. So now let's take a look at our higher summits forecast for this weekend. We do have a hazardous weather outlook in effect. We have the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms Sunday afternoon and into Sunday evening. But again, still the threat for thunderstorms and showers across the entire weekend. So Friday night tonight, we're going to be mostly in the clouds with a chance of rain showers and evening thunderstorms. Temperatures are going to be in the lower 50s and winds west at 10 to 25 miles per hour, then increasing to 20 to 35 miles per hour. Now moving into Saturday, we're going to be mostly in the clouds with rain showers likely and a chance for thunderstorms. Some of these thunderstorms may become severe, producing strong winds. Strong winds are really the main threat here for those thunderstorms on Saturday. Temperatures in the mid 50s and winds west at 20 to 35 miles per hour, increasing to 30 to 45 miles per hour with gusts up to 55 miles per hour. Although with any thunderstorm activity that we do see, we could have some stronger gusts than what are forecasted here at the higher elevations and at the lower elevations. So looking at Saturday night, we're going to be in the clouds with rain showers likely and a chance for thunderstorms. So we don't see that chance for thunderstorms going away at night this weekend. They're still going to persist overnight with that warm front moving through. Our temperatures will be in the lower 50s with winds west, shifting southwest at 30 to 45 miles per hour, then increasing to 40 to 55 miles per hour with gusts up to 65 miles per hour. So we see our winds starting to elevate a little bit with that low pressure system moving through towards our region. And again, higher gusts will be possible with thunderstorm activity on Saturday night. And finally, looking at Sunday, this is when the biggest severe threat's going to be for us here in the White Mountains. We're going to be mostly in the clouds with rain showers likely and a chance of thunderstorms. Some thunderstorms may become severe, with producing damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes. Our temperatures are going to be around 60 degrees, so warming up a little bit with that warm front. And winds southwest at 40 to 55 miles per hour, but then increasing even further to 55 to 70 miles per hour with gusts up to 90 miles per hour possible on Sunday. So even with that high gusts of 90 miles per hour, we can see even higher gusts with thunderstorm activity here at the higher elevations on Sunday. So if you plan on being in the White Mountain region this weekend, just be prepared for that severe weather threat on Sunday and on Saturday. We're looking at even upwards of 3 inches of rain over the course of the weekend. So flash flooding may be a hazard that we can experience here in New England this weekend. So just be prepared to take shelter if any of these severe weather threats do end up playing out. And I hope that everyone can still find ways to enjoy this weekend, even with the hazardous weather that we're expecting this weekend. So be sure to stay tuned to the National Weather Service alerts and to your local news stations for the most up-to-date information on severe weather warnings and watches. And of course, stay up to date on the Higher Summits forecast for the most up-to-date information on how the summit will fare this weekend with the severe weather threat. So with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday for our Higher Summits forecast for next weekend. So bye everyone.